Last night was my first day back at work, and it was a little rough. It was a little rough. It was hard because I took the day off because of the passing of my friend David, and I was just carrying a lot of weight on my shoulders, and I had to pray, listen to the Christian music, and I was doing my best to be around the presence of God. But my heart is so broken inside that it just it depressed me. But then I started thinking about all the things that I do have, and how can all go away in a minute. Sometimes God could take things away from us and we could lose it all in one day. And that's when the test really comes. The test really comes like, hey, are you going to still have your faith in me? Are you still going to go to church because you lost your job? Are you still going to go to work because your car doesn't start? Are you still going to, still read your word if you don't have a roof over your head? It's those things that happen to people, and it's just a normal part of life to feel those emotions. And it's hard to be a person that wants to read the word, especially when everything is coming at you. And I was reading the book of Psalms, verse 7, the 15th verse. It said, he made a pit and he digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made. The first problem that a lot of us Christians or just normal people do when something happens, the first thing we do is we turn to something that's not of God. We probably get drunk a little bit. You start off with 1 beers, and then you're drinking like 6 beers, and you wake up with the hangover, and you're feeling like crap. You're throwing up, and then when you wake up, the pain is still there. Or you smoke some dope, and you think that because getting high is going to fix, you think your problem's going to go away when it doesn't. Or you go gamble and you blow a bunch of money, nothing wrong with it. Hey, to each is their own. But then you find out that your rent is due and you don't have the money to pay your rent. Or, you go out, have sex and sleep around with different people. And then next thing you know, you have an STD and you get sick, or you end up with AIDS. That's what I think the Bible verse does think. Sometimes when you dig yourself in a ditch, it's a bigger hole. The problem is way bigger than what it was. Like me, I could quit my job. I could give up. I could say, screw this, it's not worth it. But I know the problem is just, I'm making the problem just worse. You know what I mean? I have anxiety, sometimes I think things are going to happen and they don't. David's death impacted me in a big way. And it's still an issue, but I know that I have to keep working because when I have an income, I can get me a place. If I don't have an income, I'm screwed. It's hard. Believe me, it's hard. I just keep everything in prayer. I keep everything in God's hands. But the truth is, a lot of times as Christians, we do dig a ditch for ourselves. And the only thing we can do when we're dealing with problems and trials, there's always going to be trials, always going to be things, something's going to happen. But it's how you handle it, I guess, So right now, God, I just want to thank you for giving me strength, Holy Spirit, and for guiding me, God, and protecting me, Father. I pray that you will continue to give me the wisdom and knowledge that I need, Lord, and continue to help me to serve you the best that I can. Anyways, God bless you.